Hey everybody, Lance Mikes here from Gray Fox Games here. As you can see, I'm wearing my BGG Con t-shirt right now, and that's kind of not on purpose, but a happy accident, if you will, because I've gone through the process recently of setting up the beginnings of the different conventions that I will be attending this year as an employee of Gray Fox Games. I have talked about conventions before in some of these videos, but I just wanted to talk and focus on one that I just got done last week of choosing my booth space for Origins. Origins is in Columbus, Ohio. It is kind of like the very first convention that most board game companies attend. It's kind of the kickoff show, and it is one that I have kind of mixed emotions about. One, it's usually I'm gone right at the beginning of summer, and I don't like being away from my family, and that's kind of one of the things that kind of sticks with me. I have my oldest child is going to be is graduating high school this year, so I'm definitely feeling that pang of loneliness that is upcoming as they're going to be going away, several hours away from me to college. So I kind of want to try to have as much fun as I possibly can with my oldest child before they leave. But Origins also is one of those conventions that I've got a lot of really great memories, really great moments that I'll always remember. When I worked for Tasty Minstrel Games, that was my job I had before this one. I can remember when we had just released Deluxe Orleans, and we had a line of people that was like just 100 or so people waiting in line to buy that game. I remember being the excitement in people's eyes. We also had Guilds of London when we were selling that, and that was like this big new Euro game that had just come out, and we had brought that one over as well from the publisher in the EU. And so we had a couple of games that people were really excited to get and wanted to try, and we were excited to show those off. But it isn't just about working. I mean, at Gray Fox, I've had a lot of fun demoing. I remember when we had a full like demo copy of Last Light before it was actually published, and we had like that first promotional copy that we got sent. And I remember being able to carry that around and setting it up at multiple tables and being able to show that off to people and having them like, oh my gosh, when can I buy this? And I had to say, well, it'll be a few more months, but it definitely will be here. And then that excitement from people playing that game at the table, a game that I was heavily involved in the manufacturing of and the playtesting of, that it was definitely something that it was fun to see people's eyes light up as they were blasting each other in space and having a good time. But some of the stuff about Origins that I really like have nothing to do with games. As many of you know, I still technically have my YouTube channel, but the reason I got a job in the board game industry in the first place was because I started a board game review channel where I talked about board games and aspects of the board game hobby. And because I did that, I was able to travel conventions without, working in the industry. I went to go and meet publishers and talk to them. And that's how I got started working in the hobby. But when I was doing that and I wasn't attached to a publisher, I do remember Origins was the first time I ever met Tom Vassell, who still has a board game channel, I'm so it just I look at what he's done with that channel, and I know what it started off at, and where it's at now. It's one of those things where it's like I can't help but like I don't have to be proud of him. He's but I'm very proud of him. He should be very proud of what he did. But I remember he approached me out of nowhere at Origins, and he just, hey, nice to meet you, shook my hand. We sat down and had a wonderful conversation. I'll always remember that conversation where we talked about board games and life and talked about our families, and it started a friendship that I still have today. Also at Origins, you can't not think about the fact that one of the great things is the food. The food in Columbus, Ohio is fantastic. They have the North Market, which is a very short walk from the convention center, and that you can walk over there and you can get all kinds of food from all over the world, and it's right there for you to eat, plus some of the best ice cream that you'll ever have. And if you're willing to catch an Uber, you can go to the German Village in Columbus, Ohio, and you can have some of the best bratwurst and a cream puff the size of your head if you want to go and sit down and eat there. So I've chosen our booth. I got my good friend Jerry, who's going to be attending the convention as well and helping us out at the booth. I'm looking forward to being there. I'm going to be a little bit sad that I won't be at home, but it's a fun convention, and it's fun to be there around these people that I've grown to love and enjoy their friendships and the brotherhood and sisterhood I have with them in the board game hobby. And while it is something that I'm looking forward to with a little bit of pang, I'm excited to once again attend I'm guessing this is my 10th Origins in a row. I don't know exactly the exact number, but I think it's the 10th one in a row. So, well, not counting the COVID years, obviously. But do you attend Origins? Is there anything you're excited to go to Origins to see what's there? Do you have any good Origins memories? Love to hear them. Post those below. As always, if you like, subscribe, do the things. We greatly appreciate it at Gray Fox Games. And thank you always for watching this video and for your support of the company. Take care.